Hi everyone, Jonas here, and I'm back for another session of the Autistic Adventures. Well, today I'm going to talk a little bit of a personal note of everything that has happened since coming to this point right now in my second college, and I'm going to talk about my male instructors. Now, don't get me wrong, ladies, or technically speaking, my female instructors. All of you have been good to me, okay? All of you are truly grateful for the lessons I learned from you. But however, for now, I want to talk something like this with the male instructors because it's relevant to the topic I'm about to talk about. Anyways, basically, oh yeah, I'm pretty much sort of rushing a bit because I just have to recently finish showering and before that, working out and yeah, trying to keep myself fit while also working on certain things I have to do for both university work and for my own startups, or just one startup right now. But anyways, growing up, I pretty much didn't have much of a dad. I mean, yes, I do technically have a father, but my dad pretty much was around my life until I was about maybe 4 or 5. That was like before and after we moved to the States here. The first male instructor to ever get to know me, who saw what I wanted to do with my life, his name was Javier Barbosa. I mean, is Javier Barbosa. I mean, he pretty much motivated me, inspired me, and pretty much he told me to follow my passion as well as to do the best that I can while working very hard to make and refine my art. I mean, the man was more than just my high school art teacher, which I had for 4 years. But slowly, he was becoming a part of my life, along with his wife, Lily Barbosa. Yeah, both of them have been very good to me, especially Mrs. Barbosa. But let's just talk a little bit on Mr. Barbosa because he is one impressive and, dare I say, a badass art teacher. Because no matter what kind of difficulties there may be, even though there isn't any job opportunities for what I'm after, I can always later on create it because right now I am working hard, and I don't mean just this web series, but I'm also talking about how pretty much I am currently working as hard as I can while taking some time off to relax for a bit before I continue because that's just life, to keep everything in balance so that you don't get too frustrated and want to quit, or you become too bored with this and suddenly you just don't want to be there anymore. But what can I say? But anyways, after high school, I didn't get another male role model until I went to TSTC. I pretty much had like somewhere around 3 or 4 to be exact. It's been a while since I've remembered their names. Please don't take it out on me, but at least let me show you what they did at least teach me. Behold, behold. That's right. Everything they could have ever taught me was in this notebook, and I keep using it to pretty much fill in the last pages for at least either for UTRGV or to pretty much use for my future endeavors. I mean, they pretty much taught me the best that they can, and one time when I complained, one of them pretty much asked me, "Then why are you here, Jonathan?" That's a good point. Why was I in that class that I took in one of those semesters? Yeah, at first I began questioning my motives, my reasons to why I even came. But nevertheless, after After I couldn't pass one class because I didn't do such a good job, I decided to try to do better next time, which I got from one of my instructors to who advised me to not drop out until eventually on the summer of 2018 I graduated there. Next up in UTRGV, um, I can't remember if I had initially have so many. I guess you could say a few male instructors. Like pretty much my instructor. Oh yeah, um, I believe his name is Paul Valdez. Excuse if people if he might say please don't pronounce it in the Spanish tone because he pretty much doesn't want people to always think just because he has a last name that originated of Spanish language. He doesn't or he speaks very little the language. And of course there's also those like my instructor, like pretty much Professor Patrick Fatica. May he rest in peace. And of course, right now, the current male instructors that I have right now in my life is Dr. Paulo Reeve Perez, along with Dr. Ping Shu, or as I like to call him, Shu Lao Shi. Yeah, I speak a bit of Japanese. Well, I know the words, but I just don't speak in a conversation, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I know. I should spend some time trying to learn it, but you know, I'm I'm just trying my best to um, also work on my assignments, the semesters. I mean, there's only like a few of them left, so after I'm done, and as soon as I can find at least a job that pays and maybe try to earn a little bit more by working on what I want to do right now before I officially started, But anyways, yeah, Shu Lauscher, at first I didn't get him, but eventually, after coming down and not letting frustration take over me, not letting despair beat me down, I know that I've now made the right choice because the reason why we get male role models, or the reason why me, an autistic man, and any other autistics would need some male role models who are from working class families with just single mothers, they exist there because they help us become more of a man, but at the same time, a respectful and a kind and understanding men that want to help make the world a better place. I mean, all of those instructors I had and I currently have right now, they were more than just, oh yeah, and I almost forgot Mr. Mr. PZ Nato, my medieval art instructor. My bad on that. I guess sometimes things kind of slip up, but nevertheless, I actually enjoy his class. Learning a bit more of medieval art history can be beneficial to you. And if you're into like the entertainment fields, then you should try out that class because learning from the past in order to build your future is always a good thing. Like I mentioned before, these male instructors were more than just my teachers. I mean, to me, they were, they were probably, they were pretty much, basically like fathers to me. Each of them were like a father to me. And to be honest, it's sad that I hearing that my instructor, Dr. Fatika, got involved into some kind of traffic accident and he's dead. Sorry, try my best to fight off crying. Men shouldn't be seen crying, but just try my best not to let it affect me because I know deep down that's what he would have wanted. We weren't put on this earth simply to just bring more pain, more suffering, or to always yell at people that always that you suddenly feel like there's a trigger in your heart that is telling you to give up. No, they're there because they want you to be better than their generation. They want you to be more aware, more self conscious of what you want out of life. I know that the instructor's jobs is mainly just to instruct us, but to them, they're passionate about not just their own art, but but the way they teach us to be better than our current selves. I'm sad that my instructor, Dr. Fatika, is no longer among the living, if what I heard was true. But at the very least, in his memory, I'll honor him by making sure I will achieve my dreams because male instructors, they're there to help you be tough. They're there to teach you so you will have the skills you need to make it in the world. And sometimes, yeah, they may be a bit hard on you, but that's because they believe in our potential. They believe that we can do it. I mean, sure, I never got to know more about my own father, but those teachers, those instructors, they pretty much paid more attention to me than my old man who never bothered to make an effort getting to know me, or rather the current me right now. Except, I guess, Facebook, but sometimes it's just not the same. I mean, once this pandemic's over, but I'm just glad that I, whenever I do have a chance to have a male instructor, specifically like in the art, my art major, it's something that is worth learning from. To pretty much have male role models in your life that not only understand you, but they actually want to know you more and that they want to actually motivate you and be proud of the man that you'll become after college because that is more than enough reward that I could ever ask for. That's why I am proud that I managed to choose to go to college because now I'm actually refining my art so well that I actually feel like my dreams will come true. You just need to take your time and be patient, wait for the right opportunity. Yeah, and such as like I managed to now convert this table into my own drawing table, you see, and for other materials. But nevertheless, remember this: any man who learns to think before they act, who pretty much is true to who they are on the inside, without resorting to too much violence or hate or heck, trying to act all superior all the time while trying to at least give somewhat of an encouragement to others. Those are the kind of men that will make it in the world whether or not you have a college degree, which I pretty much advise to do so because for me, going to college is more than just earning a degree. I get to meet and befriend a lot of people. And sure, there might be some bad people too, but so far, for the good ones that I've met, all of them are so kind, honest, and they're, you know, somewhat understandable. Understanding, I meant that, you know, when in doubt, just give it your all. Now, this will be the end of this session, so I look forward to seeing you in the next episode and talk more about how well my education is doing and what more I have to show you. So until then, have a good day.